You protect your business, right? You ensure your building against disasters. You back up your data against crashes. But do you protect your business against a divorce? In Florida, you can do a law before there's a crisis. A prenup can lock your company as separate property. A postnup can draw that line after you're married. And everyday habits like never commingling funds act like guardrails that keep your enterprise safe. If you wait, those last-minute fixes usually backfire. Courts can unwind them and your credibility takes the hit. Today, I'll give you a 4-part toolkit to protect your company the right way: early, clean, and legally sound. I'm Ana Augusto, a Florida family law attorney in Miami. I draft prenups and postnups for entrepreneurs and advise owners on protecting what they've built before trouble hits. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 4 things. First, how a postnup can still safeguard your business even if you're already married. Second, how a prenup functions like a firewall for both the current value and the future growth. Third, the daily habits and partner documents that keep lines clean. And fourth, the don'ts. Moves that look clever but explode in court. By the end, you'll have a practical plan you can start this week. Just know this is a Florida-specific general information, not legal advice for your situation. For advice specific to you, speak with a family law attorney like me. This video isn't about fear. It's about foresight. Maybe you're happily married and you just want protection. Maybe you're engaged and thinking smart about the future. Maybe you're considering a second marriage and don't want to make the same mistakes. Or maybe you just want to protect your partners, employees, and clients from any personal storms. Wherever you are, the mindset's the same. Plan early, keep records clean, and choose transparent, enforceable tools. Let's begin. Postnups. Yes, it's not too late. If you're already married and thinking, I missed my chance, take a breath. You still have a powerful tool, the postnuptial agreement. A postnup is a written agreement you and your spouse sign after you're married. It can classify assets, clarify what's separate, and set expectations. For business owners, it can say in plain language, this company, including its future growth, is separate property. Now, a postnup isn't a napkin note you draft over coffee. For it to work, it needs the same qualities good prenups have. It has to be voluntary, no coercion or pressure, full financial disclosure. All the cards have to be laid on the table. Fairness, it can't be one-sided. The court can overturn something they deem unconscionable. And it has to have proper execution, signed, witnessed, and notarized. Independent counsel for both spouses is the best practice. So yes, that means 2 lawyers, and yes, that costs money. But that's what makes the document stick. When does a postnup make sense? When your business took off after the wedding and you want clarity. Maybe you were working a corporate job when you married, but now you own 3 restaurants and your spouse hasn't been involved. It's time to define what's what. Ultimately, it's when you both want peace of mind. Not because divorce is coming, because clarity prevents fights. Here's how to approach the conversation without starting World War III. Be transparent and respectful. Frame it like insurance, not a prediction. Try this. I insure the building and the servers. I want to insure the business too. If the worst ever happened, I want 0 confusion, 0 drama, and a fair plan that protects both of us. Be prepared to offer balance. Maybe you increase life insurance with your spouse as a beneficiary. Maybe you designate specific savings or investments for them. Maybe you guarantee certain distributions or benefits, like alimony. You're not buying a signature. You're building a document that feels voluntary and fair to everyone, including a judge. If you want a postnup to protect your business, here's what to prepare before calling a lawyer. Your business snapshot, 1 page. Entity type, ownership, revenue trends, debt, what you sell. Financial history, 3 to 5 years. Tax returns, P&Ls, bank statements, cap tables. Your wish list, what matters most. Business stays separate, future growth excluded, how distributions get treated, any alimony considerations. A well-drafted postnup removes the cloud hanging over your business. Done properly, it's one of the few ways to gain clarity after the wedding. The ultimate firewall, prenups for business owners. Now, if you're engaged or planning to remarry, the most owner-friendly contract you'll ever sign might feel the least romantic, a prenuptial agreement. But here's what a Florida prenup can do for your business. 1. Classify your company as separate property. Even if it grows during the marriage, the equity stays yours. 2. Define how distributions get treated. Are they marital income or separate? How will you document them? 3. Set valuation methods upfront. If there's ever a question, here's the formula. No fighting over which expert to believe. 4. Clarify alimony expectations. Within Florida's legal limits, you can set parameters. And 5. Require clean financials. No commingling, no mystery accounts, no surprises. But a prenup is worthless if it's not enforceable. So what makes it enforceable in Florida? A few key things. Time. Start early, not the week before the wedding. Courts want to see both parties had time to think. Disclosure. Show everything. Hidden assets kill prenups. Full transparency protects the agreement. Independent counsel. Both sides need lawyers. Yes, it feels excessive, but it's what makes it bulletproof. Clarity. Plain English. No fuzzy terms or confusing language. It should be clear enough a teenager could understand it. And fairness at execution. It can't be so one-sided it would shock a judge. Balance protects enforceability. Think of a prenup like adding a lock to your life's work. If you never need it, great. It sits unused like your fire extinguisher. But if you do need it, it's the difference between protection and disaster. Here's how to start the prenup conversation. Lead with shared values. I want us to make smart plans that protect both of us. If anything ever went wrong, I don't want lawyers or judges defining our life. We should. Then, offer balance and security. If they give up claims to the business, offer other protections, life insurance, savings, or preferred treatment of other assets. Balance agreements feel better and last longer. What to bring to your drafting meeting. Your business snapshot with clear separate property goals. A plan to keep accounts separate and compensation visible. Any buy, sell, or operating agreements that need coordination. A prenup isn't an omen of failure. It's a tool of clarity. Used properly, it keeps your business a business and your marriage a marriage. Now, if you didn't get a prenup and postnup is out of the question, your daily habits can make a huge difference. Separate business from personal. Always keep separate bank accounts, separate credit cards. Pay yourself first into personal accounts. Pay personal bills from personal money. Never use the company card for groceries. If you loan the business money, document it properly. Here's why this matters. Commingling is the enemy of separate property. When money slushes back and forth, lines blur. Clean separation preserves protection and shortens fights. Pay yourself first, reasonable compensation. Pay yourself a reasonable compensation. If you take nothing while your spouse covers household expenses, it creates an argument. They supported you while you built value. Now the growth looks marital. Reasonable pay keeps the story balanced. Use an entity and respect it. LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. Pick what fits. Hold required meetings. Maintain proper records. Keep minutes for major decisions. Treat the company like a company, not a personal piggy bank. If you have partners in the business, give them protection with a divorce clause. Your partners don't want someone's ex as their new partner. Your buy-sell agreement can include clauses like no transfers to spouses without approval, mandatory buyouts if a spouse gets awarded interest, right of first refusal on any transfers, and spousal consent letters at issuance. Then, keep a records rhythm. Friday memo every week. What came in, what went out, clean chart of accounts. Document procedures and training. Show value lives in the enterprise, not just you. So here's a quick audit for this weekend. Print 3 months of statements. Circle any charges crossing the business personal line. Then fix the process immediately. If you've loaned money to the business, document it. If you have partners, add divorce clauses to the next meeting agenda. These habits don't just protect you in divorce. They make you a better business owner today. Don'ts, the moves that boomerang. Now, it's time for the short list of don'ts that'll save you real trouble. Don't try panic transfers, selling your business to a friend for $1, parking shares in your mom's name, moving assets to a sketchy trust. Courts see through this immediately. They'll undo transfers, award compensation anyway, and destroy your credibility. Don't hide cash or invent debts. Creating fake loans to depress value, signing terrible contracts to tank profits. Courts can reconstruct value and impute income. You'll pay based on what should be there, not your games. Don't ask staff to lie. People get subpoenaed. Protect your reputation and theirs. Keep them out of it. Don't wait until trouble starts. Protection works when they're years old, not weeks old. Planning during stability looks legitimate. Scrambling during conflict looks fraudulent. And don't bypass your lawyers on major moves. Timing and intent matter. Legitimate tools exist, so use those, not tricks that explode in court. Courts punish games, but respect proper planning. Know the difference. Now, let's recap your toolkit. A postnup is your second chance shield if it's transparent, fair, and properly drafted. A prenup is your pre-marriage firewall, protecting current value and future growth. Daily habits keep lines clean, separate accounts, reasonable pay, proper documentation. Partner agreements need divorce clauses, protecting everyone involved. And last-minute tricks, they almost always backfire in spectacular fashion. This is how you protect your business before storms hit. And if you're ready to move from idea to action, grab the free Florida Business Owner Divorce Readiness Kit linked in the description. Inside, you'll find calm communication templates, guides to help you classify what's business and what's personal, the business snapshot format, and more. Download it now and start building your guide. Just don't wait for a crisis. Make a plan. Maybe you'll never need these protections. Maybe you will. Either way, you'll sleep better knowing your company has guardrails. This isn't about hiding assets or shortchanging anyone. It's about clear agreements, clean records, and fair solutions. Solutions that keep businesses alive and families stable, even if life takes unexpected turns. If you're engaged, start the conversation early. If you're married, explore a postnup that feels fair to both. And if you run clean books daily, keep going. You're already ahead. Plan like an owner, lead like an owner, and protect what you've built. I'm Ana Augusto. Download the Readiness Kit below, and I'll see you soon.